If your life suddenly got harder, don't panic. This means you've just been selected for something bigger. Right now, it feels like the floor is falling out from under you. You woke up today with that familiar, heavy tightness in your chest, looking at a mounting pile of problems that seem to have arrived all at once. It's not just one thing. It's the car breaking down while the bills are due, a relationship hitting a breaking point, and a sudden uncertainty about your career path, all converging into a single storm. You've probably asked yourself, in the quietest, most frustrated, you feel like you've been doing the work, staying positive, and trying to move forward. Yet the world seems to be pushing back with more force than ever before. This isn't a coincidence, and more importantly, it isn't bad luck. What you are experiencing right now is a high-level recalibration of your entire life. The universe hasn't turned its back on you. It has actually focused its full attention on you. You are being squeezed because you are being prepared for a massive expansion. This pressure is the only way to shed the layers of your identity that are no longer serving your higher purpose. Think of this phase as the ultimate vetting process. In the United States, we celebrate the champion on the podium, but we rarely talk about the brutal loading phase that happens in the dark. Imagine a professional athlete in the off-season. They understand that the added resistance is a direct response to their own ambition. If they want to play at a professional level, they must be able to handle a professional level of stress. You are in that weight room right now. The reason your life just got harder is that you've subconsciously requested a bigger life. You've asked for more influence, more financial freedom, or a deeper sense of fulfillment. The universe is simply checking your credentials. It is asking, can you handle the responsibility of what you've prayed for? If you want $1 million business, you have to survive a $100,000 crisis. If you want a legendary relationship, you have to develop the emotional maturity to navigate high-stakes conflict. Most people fail here because they view the resistance as a stop sign, but I want you to start viewing it as a green light. The difficulty is the evidence that you are actually moving closer to the goal, not further away. The shift you need to make right now is the most powerful psychological pivot a human being can achieve. You must stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, why is this happening for me? When you move from a victim mindset to a growth mindset, the entire chemistry of your struggle changes. You begin to see this suffocating pressure as a form of cosmic auditing. The universe is clearing out the dead wood. It's removing the people who can't go where you're going, the habits that would sabotage your future success, and the limiting beliefs that would make you collapse under the weight of true power. This isn't a punishment for your past. It is a prerequisite for your future. You are being forged in a very specific fire because you are being shaped into a very specific tool. If your life was easy right now, it would mean you are stagnant. The fact that it is hard means you are being upgraded. You are currently in the middle of a massive character building cycle where your resilience is being tested to ensure that when you finally reach the summit, you actually have the strength to stay there. This struggle isn't meant to break you. It's meant to qualify you for the life you've been dreaming about. Now that you understand this pressure is a prerequisite, we have to look at the law of compensation. In the mechanics of the universe, energy is never wasted and no struggle goes unpaid. There is a direct mathematical correlation between the depth of the valley you are walking through and the height of the mountain you are about to climb. The psychological reason most people quit during this phase is that they can't see the dopamine bridge, the link between their current pain and their future payoff. They feel like they are pouring effort into a void, but in reality, you are building emotional endurance, a quality that is more valuable than any currency in the world. This endurance is your internal shock absorber. The harder the test you survive now, the more unshakable you become in the future. When the big reward finally arrives, you won't be the person who loses it all because they weren't ready. You will be the person who has been tempered by fire and knows exactly how to hold on to what they've earned out. This brings us to a hard truth that many refuse to face. Comfort is the ultimate enemy of progress. In a society that sells us the idea that life should always be easy and seamless, we've forgotten that nature doesn't work that way. A diamond isn't formed in a garden. It's formed under thousands of pounds of pressure deep within the earth. A butterfly doesn't find its strength in the nectar. It finds the power to fly by the agonizing process of struggling against its own cocoon. Its wings wouldn't have the strength developed through the struggle. Your current hardship is your cocoon. If the universe made it easy for you, you would be weak. You would have the title without the talent, and the position without the power. Every time you choose to keep going when you feel like collapsing, you are literally knitting together the muscle fibers of your soul. You are learning how to manage your nervous system when the stakes are high, and that is a skill that cannot be taught in a classroom. It can only be forged in the struggle. The lessons behind this hardship are often hidden in the things you are being forced to let go of right now. Maybe you're being forced to let go of your need for external validation, or perhaps you're being forced to find peace when the outside world is in chaos. This is the universe's way of forcing you to develop internal sovereignty. Most people are only happy when their bank account is full, their relationships are perfect, and their health is peaking. But a leader, a true person of impact, is someone who has learned to be solid even when those things are fluctuating. It is forcing you to stand on your own 2 feet, to trust your own intuition, and to find a source of power that doesn't depend on your circumstances. This is the true karma lesson. It's not about being punished for what you did wrong. It's about being prepared for what you're about to do right. You are being asked to trade your shallow comfort for a deep, unbreakable strength that will serve as the foundation for everything you build from this moment forward. Every tear, every sleepless night, and every moment of doubt is an investment into a version of you that is fundamentally more capable than the person you were just 6 months ago. This brings us to the ultimate realization. This phase is the leader's genesis. In the history of every great innovator, every visionary, and every person who has ever changed the world, there is a chapter exactly like the one you are writing right now. They all had a moment where the resistance became so heavy that it felt personal, as if the world itself was conspiring to stop them. But this is the final illusion. The universe isn't trying to stop you. It's trying to see what you're made of. It's moving you from the audience onto the stage. You are being transitioned from someone who follows a path to someone who blazes one. This level of difficulty is a signal that you have graduated from the ordinary. You are no longer being asked to just survive. You are being asked to lead. And to lead, you must have earned authority. You cannot guide people through a storm you've never navigated yourself. You cannot teach resilience if you've never been pushed to your breaking point. Your current struggle is your future testimony. It is the curriculum you will one day use to lift others up. The failure isn't in falling down. The failure is in deciding that the struggle is your permanent identity. If you accept the hardship as your new reality, you stay in the valley. But if you accept it as a temporary qualification process, you unlock the next level. The what comes next isn't just a reward, it is a new version of reality. Once you pass this test, you will find that the things that used to stress you out no longer have any power over you. You will move with a level of calm and certainty that other people will find intimidating. You will have a been there, done that energy that makes you a magnet for opportunities. The universe is making your life harder right now so that nothing. You are being immunized against mediocrity. As you move through the rest of this week, I want you to carry yourself with the quiet confidence of someone who knows the secret. When a new problem arises, don't shrink. Stand tall, take a deep breath, and remind yourself, I am being qualified. You are in the final stages of a transformation that most people are too afraid to even attempt. The heat is high because the metal is being shaped into something legendary. Stop looking for the exit and start looking for the lesson. Stop praying for the burden to be lighter and start realizing that your shoulders have already become stronger. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the architect of your character. The fire you're walking through right now isn't there to consume you. It's there to burn away everything that isn't you, leaving behind a leader who is ready to take command. Your breakthrough isn't just coming. It's being built by every difficult choice you make today. You've been chosen for this test because you're the only one capable of passing it. One day, you'll look back at this exact moment and realize this wasn't the time you were breaking. This was the moment you were being built.